everybody. Oh, it's my coffee cup. Good morning. It is Sunday here in the UK, and I'm here to greenlight my day with you. I had a lovely time last week, being far, far away in a beautiful, sun-bleached land, rugged and wild with deep blue water, clear to the bottom. And it just restored me inside and out. There's something about getting away and just doing nothing but being and being in tune with nature, which is one of my favorite things. It almost forces you to let go. Nature is so incredibly beautiful and majestic and tangible as it washes all over you with the water, or the sun bakes your skin, or the breeze brushes by you. You can't help but feel its embrace, and it's saying, come and be, just let it go. It's not about where you need to be next. It's not about anything other than just drinking in the still moment. That's the closest I've been anywhere in a long time, since the last time I was in Greece, to a really quiet week of stillness and meditation. This week in particular, because I didn't run around looking at things, touring things like the first week I went to Greece. It was more about just chillaxing and laying in the sun and swimming in the water and enjoying a cup of coffee or a glass of wine or some Greek salad. It was just slow you go. It was full of laughter and relaxation. It was wonderful. So I got up this morning. I've been home about 3 days. Finally feel like my rest is on schedule. And yesterday I could feel a little of that lovely relaxation pulling away because there were things I had to get done. And I could feel myself ratcheting up because we're leaving again in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, about 5 days from now we will be having another adventure, my husband and I. So this is our only opportunity to travel, which is why we're doing so much of it in this country this summer, while the summer's still good. And so, again, the anxiety of the thoughts of things you're not familiar with. How do you get from here to here? Another airport we've not been into, renting a car we've not done in this country, getting to Ireland, seeing what the roads are like, getting to places we don't know because we've never been there before. A lot of that can just undergird and push that level of peace and happiness off. It can just almost lift it off like a lid and it flops off behind you, like you're taking off your shirt. There goes that happiness. It's laying on the ground behind me, and I've thrown it off, and all the other stuff has come up to here. So I went to bed last night tired. I woke up and I felt such a joy and such a peace, and the first thing that came to my mind that I was going to greenlight my day with you on was a phrase, hope springs eternal. I was going to kind of talk about hope springs eternal. However, I looked up the quote, hope springs eternal. It is a poem by Alexander Pope, and it's more about heaven and not about in this horrible mortal coil, and one day we'll all be free of this and we can just all think about heaven. And I thought, well, that's not really what I want to talk about. I want to talk about joy. I want to talk about feeling in tune and peaceful. And so I went to check on my Deepak meditations that I had signed up for that started right before I left for Greece. I haven't seen any of them or done any of them. And just listening to a little promo about them this morning. Such peace. Such peace. And I want to talk about that. This theme of the meditations they're doing is on happiness. Expanding your happiness. I've done a couple of these meditations. One was on finding your personal power or abundance or whatever. And those were very helpful. But honestly, if you ask me every day what I want more than anything, or what I would say when I was in the negative mindset was, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. And to be happy is the core of everything. And I know that I kind of had to let go of that because, you know, you get to the Christianese and it's like, well, it's not happiness because that's based on happenstance. It's about joy, and joy is from within, and that comes with, the, you know, oneness with the Spirit and blah, blah. Okay, I totally get the oneness with the Spirit. But that's all semantics, because here they choose to use the word happiness. But they also talk about the fact that that is the core of man, that it is within him to be happy. And that is to be joyful, and not based on the moment that goes by that is passing and fleeting, because you can have a wonderful moment and that goes by, and then what are you left with? The happiness has to come up from within. And this meditation is going to be about sitting and finding and resting in and letting that core of happiness flood through you. And there's a week of that, and then there's the next week is how to let that happiness flow up and through you. And one of the things that they say in the first little pre-talk about this message is, and it struck me, because Americans have a thing about doing. It's about service. It's about, what is your purpose in life? Is your purpose in life? It's to serve. If I said my purpose in life is to be happy, I sound like a selfish hedonist. There's nothing wrong. Do you not think God created us to be full of joy and happiness? He didn't create us simply to be of service to mankind. I mean, how joyfully can you serve if you don't have your roots deep down in understanding that you were made to feel joy and happiness explode through your system, to pour through all of your pores from your innermost place? And how do you get that? It's learning how to sit in the presence of God, sit in the presence of the universe, the Spirit, the higher power. It's all, you know, and that sounds woo-woo to people that are Christian, I know, because I was a pretty hardcore Christian in the American sense of the word, and I get that. But you know what? There's a lot of baggage that comes with the community, and that can kind of pull you away from really what the core is. It's really just oneness with God, and oneness and sitting in the Spirit, and communicating in the spiritual with the universe, with the higher power, with God. I'm not afraid to call him God, but I have a bigger view of him now than I did before, because the church in some ways can restrict your viewpoint in a way that's not helpful for some of us, that we need that restriction some at first to kind of hone down. But then there comes a point in your maturity that you just feel like you need to open up a little bit more. And for me, it was important. These meditations have helped me. And I just want to encourage you to remember, this was the key from today. You cannot, it's sort of that thing about the airplane. You can't put the mask on your child or your friend or your loved one until you put the mask on yourself. My husband would much rather come home and have me be overflowing with joy and happiness than screaming and retching out at him because I'm bothered by something or stressed out by something. So I'm greenlighting my day by giving myself a gift. I've missed a third of these meditations. I never can seem to be here at the time they're starting and ending. I'm leaving another week and they're going to do another week. So I purchased them for myself. I have downloaded these, and I will spend my time this fall soaking in these lessons over and over and over again, and remember, again, to feel that joy and connectedness. I really like to meditate. I'm not very disciplined about it. This is something that I'm giving myself, and that's how I'm greenlighting my day, and I'm very excited about the future and understanding more and more Ananda, which is that place inside all man for joy and happiness. Happiness is our true nature. Joy is our true nature. That is Ananda Hum. I think that's what he says. I mean, don't think I'm going out there too far, folks, because I'm not. Because truth is truth. Beauty is beauty. There are many different streams, but there is truth and beauty and oneness with God. So if it makes me a better person for everybody else, I'm sure everybody else will be just fine. Anyway, I guess that's it. Remember, joy is your destiny. Joy is your natural inheritance. Spend time seeking and soaking in your happiness Feel it. Feel it balance you out. Then go out and make the kids' lunches and your husband's breakfast and iron the clothes and go to work. But start here first. Happiness. It's your birthright. Have a great day, everybody. See you soon.